So I've got Luna the Morkie with me today, and let's get her all cleaned up. So Luna is still a pup, and this is my third time with her. So the client's asking me to keep her hair long, so I'm just gonna cut the edges of her skirt.
For those who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Jenn, professional dog groomer since 2010.
So my soap is not bubbling, so that means that she's pretty dirty. Are you a dirty dog? I'm a dirty dog. Shampoo number 2.
I'm live on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
So here's little Luna here. As mentioned, we're just gonna give her a light trim today. She's still a puppy, she's still in training. I'm gonna clean out her eyes. I'm gonna show you how I do that. I clean out with the flea comb. I'm gonna put this on you here, keep you warm. So we're using an old towel today. It's all ripped up, but that's okay. So I just come in there and I just clean out the eyes like that. Turn her head, you gotta turn her head. I gotta hold your chinny chin chin. Okay, take out all the poopers. And I'm just gonna comb that straight back up and out. I'm just doing like a sunshine here, like that, you know, where the hairs are just naturally falling. And I'm just gonna cut the corners of the eyes like that. That's all you gotta do. It's snowing outside, guys, beautiful snow. I don't know if you can see in my window right there. There's a little bit of snow. If you can look in the window, you can see that snow. It's blowing snow, wow. But there wasn't supposed to be a lot of snow, a big snowfall today, so I don't know, maybe that'll change. I'm just gonna clean out the eyes here with these little round pads. With another pad, ear cleaner, we'll lift that little ear up. Let's assess and see if she needs any plucking. She doesn't really need plucking. She has a little bit of hairs in there, but I'm not worried. A few hairs is fine. You just don't want a whole bunch of hair. A whole bunch of hair will cause a plugged up ear and then can cause ear infections. So I flipped my little round around to clean the inside of this ear here. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. This is her third time with me. She's still a pup. How old is she? Yeah, March 2024. You're 9 months old about. Yeah. All right, so the head and the ears are done. I like to do this while the dog is still wet because this is still wet and I don't want to dry that up. All right, let's add some conditioning spray. You know, I'm adding the conditioning spray, but I'm going to lift the coat a bit. When the hair's longer, lift the coat. Whoop. Try to get it underneath. Sit. Yes. All right, we're almost there. Put some on my hand. Get that on the top of the head, chin here. Just a quick brush, so I'm tapping and pulling out here like this. Even if I were to rub, it's fine. These don't hurt. Plastic. So I'm just gonna give a quick brush and we'll get to the drawing and I'll see you once she's dry.
Take the time to subscribe and click the notification bell because it's the only way you'll know that my videos have been uploaded.
Okay, so at the end there, you probably noticed that she was kind of pulling away when I was drawing her face. And I like to use a different dryer for the dog's face if they're not acceptant of the dryer. So I'm going to show you the dryers that I've been using. Both these dryers that I'm going to show you are absolutely fantastic for faces. Some dogs prefer these small dryers and some prefer this one. So I'm going to start by this one here. This one is just a little tiny. See how it's not as noisy as the other dryer. So I'm just going to show her, because when they don't want their faces dried, it's good to try to get at least 80% of it done so that you can, because when you're doing the cut's a lot nicer when the hair is well dried and brushed out and straightened out. You notice that bringing it in closer, see how a little more, she accepts a bit more than if I bring it further. Wringing it further is fine, but some dogs just don't want that wind in their face, as long as you're holding it far. But it doesn't blow very hard. I'm on the lowest of the settings right now. And see, as I'm playing around with her hair here, I'm separating the hairs to try to get that dry faster. Another way that helps to dry faster is if you use a brush, a comb. Sorry, I got an itchy nose here. So I'm gonna use this brush here. She's shaking. What are you shaking about, little girl? You nervous about the dryer? Yeah, I want to show the other dryer too. Keep your face towards mine. All right, so by brushing them out, it helps to separate and straighten the hair. So you can either do it like that, you just brush out and then you continue drying, or just go in with one of these little dryers here. See, the air comes out of this little slot here, and then you can brush. So I'm just gonna tap and pull up and away. This is on the lowest. I'm gonna set it up a little higher. These dryers are a lot longer. It's a lot longer for the dog's hair to dry with these dryers. But if you're just gonna like do the ears, and at least like I mention often, it's that getting 80% done, it's at least that. And if you can't at all, then you can't at all. Just keep brushing the head out from time to time. As you're grooming the rest of the body, come back in and brush out from time to time to try to get those hairs to separate and dry faster. This little Morkie here, she's being a really good girl, aren't you? You a good girl? Yes, you are, Luna. Yes, you are, Luna. Okay, so see how much easier it is for her, and she's not as stressed. She is stressed. You can see her shaking. She is still stressed. You take this off for a second. Come closer, honey. Just do under your neck. And sometimes I just wave it back and forth like this, tap in, pull out, pull up and out. Move your hair, the hair around with your hand. Helps to dry. So I'm not going to bug this little girl any more than that. Okay. Wow, it is snowing out there. So that's fine for me. I'm just going to brush her out and we're going to move on. See how I'm just picking at the hair? I'm just tapping and pulling up and out. You're going to notice I don't brush down like that onto the skin, and that's because I don't want to cause any brush burns. So tap and pull up and away. Look at that silky hair. It's just beautiful. Up and away from the skin. So tap and pull up and away. Tap, pull up and away. Up and away. And then they become, as you get faster, they become smaller taps. You don't want to tap too hard because you still don't want to, that could still scratch the dog if you're tapping too hard. Ugh, itchy nose. That's why I got to wear my mask, so I don't get an itchy nose. All right, let's do the legs here. So she's really good with the brushing. Mom says she's good at home, so she's good with me too. So see the back part. I'll give you a little wiggle room. So I'm just going to move on with the brushing, and we're going to get to the cut.
So here on my dog grooming channel, I teach small dog grooming with detailed explanations, focusing on Shih Tzus, Cotton de Tulliers, and other small breeds through informative videos and training. So she has a little knot here.
So I'm going to attempt to try to get it out with my comb and brush. And I'm going to hold at the base where her skin is, and I'm holding that hair so that it doesn't pull when I'm trying to take the knot away. You can also rip, like I call it ripping. You're just like pulling this hair apart like that. Keep holding the base and then try it again. Your comb is going to tell you if the knot's out. So there we go, we got the knot out. She didn't really have any knots, guys. She only had that one knot there. Oops, seems like there's still a little bit of it there. If it doesn't work, I come in and cut. So that knot seems to be, there's another piece here. This one seems to be just a little too much for the brushing. So I'm going to come in, find it with my comb. Hang on, honey. Found it. Find it with the comb. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to use some thinning shears here, and I'm just going to snip that right out. Boy, it's pretty windy outside today. She's got more here. Oh, I thought that she only had that one. We're done. We're done. The knot's no more. A little one, it just came out. All right, so we're done the brushing. We're going to move on to doing her pads and nails and whatnot. Look at this little one shaking. Why are you shaking, girly? Come on, hun. You're all good. Okay, so we're going to do her pads here. I'm just going to hold her little paw pad up, and I'm going to use my 30 blade to get in there. I just want to be sure that I lay this nice and flat, and I don't want to catch her toes. If you want to do a little digging, like into the pad, if you're not used to it, using 30 blade, you should try with the 10 blade first, because this can easily cut. I know a lot of groomers out there will use the 30 to do some digging, even if 40, which is a lot shorter. But I do like just lightly, just a light dig. I don't want to go in too deep. I usually don't really dig in there, so. Get right under the toenail. Right here, those toenails are, that hair is all caught in there. You got to be careful not to catch them like that. You know, you don't want to come catch them under the nail like that, because that could cut. Sometimes if they're kicking and kicking, you'll want to come in maybe the other way around. Be sure you don't catch that blade into the toes. Because I got to go pick up underneath that nail. See how she's moving because she's panting and shaking? You got to be careful. All you want to do when you're doing this is just reveal all of those little toes. You go all around in there. Show those toes. Next, I'm going to do her belly with the 10 blade. And do your sannies. Do your belly, sannies, and whatnot. Okay, let's see her belly. I'll take her tail out of the way. She might just bring it back in, but so I'm going to take all of this off on the sides, guys. Mom says she really wants all of this out, because when she urinates, she gets all of those pee-pees all over that hair on the inside. And what I'm going to do here, turn her around, and come clean out all of that area here to be sure that stays clean, and that when she goes pee-pee, she doesn't get it everywhere, okay? So I'm going to look at under her arms. Flip the pup. All right. I'm going to come check under her arms here, and I'm going to get rid of that hair under the arms. And the reason why I do that is because this tends to knot up. And we don't want any knots under the arms because there's no way that they're going to let you comb that out. It's way too sensitive under those arms, so they don't want the brush or the comb there. So all of the Sandies are done. Now I'm going to do her toenails. So let's see what those toenails look like. Are they tiny, tiny? Sometimes they're tiny and thin. Little brush here. Oh, her little toes are warm. Little toesies. Little toesies. I am just getting that tip off. They're not very, very long. Just the tip. Guys, her feet are so warm. Yeah. You're gonna have to keep those toes warm because it's cold outside. You're gonna have to walk outside in the cold. Oh, we have the sun coming out, but that wind is really, really, really there. So we're gonna cut these toenails. She's gonna look all pretty for Christmas time. This is gonna be your first Christmas, hun. There you go. Her thumb is fine. It's real short. How about this one? Get in there. No, that's not her thumb. There it is. See, this one's longer. I'm just going to get rid of that like that. Anyhow, keep moving on. That wind is crazy out there, guys. I don't know what this is about. Done our nails. Now we're going to start clipping. I said clipping, but I mean snipping, cutting. Take my straights here, and just take that foot here, lift it off mat here, and I'm just gonna go all around like that. Do the same thing on this side. Take my hair out of the way. Just gonna snip, snip. Wow, that's some quick breathing. See the way she's breathing, how fast she's breathing? That's stress. See, there's no reason for her to be stressed. Sometimes we'll bring the dog to the groomer and then the client doesn't understand. How come my dog is so stressed? Well, it's because they're stressed. Doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, it's some bad things happen to them, or, you know, she's a baby, she's still unsure, mom's not there, she's up on a table. Same thing when they go to the vets, right? They'll be so stressed out because they're on that table. So mom is letting her hair grow. I'm gonna have to hold her from underneath because she keeps turning. So since she's letting her hair grow, all I'm going to do is I'm going to nip just around. I'm just going to clean up anything that makes no sense, right? That's, you know, that's sticky outies and whatnot. That's all I'm going to do. And I'll come to the inside here afterwards. She keeps turning. I need something to keep her from turning here. Okay. I'm just going to straighten that out like that. I don't know why she just wants to be turned that way. Stay here. Stay here. Wait. If I hold her head there, I'm just going to snip, snip a little bit. Just a little bit, because mom's kind of letting it grow, but we still want it to grow out healthy, right? And I'm going to come here, and you're going to notice there are holes here. She was shaved. Look at that. She was all shaved up because she had her little operation. So I'm just going to take some of this out. I'm going to pretend that hole's not there. gonna move on, pretend that that's not there. That just needs to grow out. Oops, watch it. Pull all of that hair to one side. Her hair naturally wants to go that way. Okay. Let this like this. A little more here maybe. Don't take too much off. I don't know if she's gonna want, I don't know if this is gonna be the length that she wants. Like, or if she's gonna want to grow it like more and that I cut less. But I didn't cut a lot, guys. Just took a little bit of that off. I'm gonna turn her around towards me. Have her look at me. Me here. Hang on. Pull all of that hair to one side. Take some of that out. Really, really. It's a lot of panting for one little one. Okay, so I'm just gonna move on, guys, and then we'll get to her face. So all of this part here, back here, client wants all of that to be really, really short. So I'm gonna just pull some of that in. And the reason why this client wants it short is because when she goes to the bathroom, she pees on her hair. The way she crouches down. And see, look at her shaking. And yeah, so we don't want any urine, because that causes odors, and her mom is not too happy with odors. So I'm just gonna clean this area out. You gotta always be sure you know what you're cutting, so you gotta go in and check and test, touch to see where you're at. You have no choice. If you're going to be caring for these little ones, you have to come in and check things from time to time. Be sure you don't snip anything off. Look at that little bum. So see how clean that makes it? Makes it a lot cleaner on the inside. It would help if you weren't shaking so much, honey. But you're stressed out, you're stressed out. What do you want me to do about it, huh? I do my best. I'm going in kindly and softly. And when she got here, she was all over the place. She was just jumping around and so happy to be here. And then as soon as I put her in the tub, it's like, uh-oh. Now I remember what this is about. And I'm going to pull her tail down to the table. Wherever it stops at the table, I'll just remove so that it just, you know, it's the same length from the top, you know, to the table. We don't want it dragging too much. And I'm going to come do a nice little semicircle here. Maybe comb it out again because it may not be equal. There may be sticky outies. I'm a little tired today, guys. Can we lift you up? We're going to look inside here. And from this angle, you can see that there's missing some. We need to take some of that out. The last time she did not let me use the clipper. And it's fine for her head. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all of that at the top from the ear, on one side of the ear, to the other side of the ear. Okay. And the back of her ear, fine. And I'm going to just take some of that out from the top. You gotta be careful because you could cut your finger doing this. So I just do that. And she has a mohawk. And that is Look at that, like that. See? All right. So in the front here, I'm going to finish this off in the front. Do this side of the leg. What a calm day. Calm grooming, calm day. It's funny because it's so windy out there. I would not call it a calm day, but it's calm inside. I mean, you're stressed out. You're not calm. Why would I feel that it's calm? I don't know. Just seems very relaxed. Oh, not these. This one here. I just want to get rid of some of that on top like that. And the rest grow. All right, so I'm going to do her face. I'm going to do part of her face here. And then I'll show you guys the results. The end results. Anything special on the card? She's still a pup in training. Around the bottom of the ears. Cut inside the back of legs, I did that. All right, so that's all done. So I'm just going to do this here. Oh, I'm going to use these instead. Get in maybe a little closer so you can see a little better. Guys, I do my best with my camera. It's not always easy to set this up, and I got to be thinking of the dog, thinking of the camera, thinking of... So I know someone had commented about me that I didn't do such a good job on my filming, so we do what we can, you know, guys? Okay. Under here, get rid of that white here. I just want to get rid of all the white so that it, you know, best I can, because we'll make a separation. There. Bring this there. Hold the mouth nice and closed, not tight, just holding it closed, not tight. And lift the head, the ear. Oh, what a surprise, we found a knot. Okay, so I thought I had gotten rid of it. Thought I had gotten rid of it, so I'm just going to cut it out, guys. I found it, and I'm going to snip, snip. There. It happens. It sure does happen. Bring that ear back, bring you forward. Okay, so now I can come do the rest again here. So I'm just giving a nice round face here. We'll keep your face like a baby face, huh? I'm going to keep your baby face. Snip at the sides. There, one side's done. Do your ears after. Okay. Bring your face forward like this. Put your tongue back in, honey. I always try to push that tongue back in before holding the mouth shut, because they could bite their own tongue. And that has happened to me. When I was first starting out, I had closed the dog's mouth, and the pup bit its tongue. We don't want that. Oh, so when you learn, you make mistakes. It was an accident, you know. So I'm just going to move on and I'll show you the result.
Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.